Hi again, everyone. I'm Scott Hoke. Welcome to Mecum Full Throttle. Today, as we bring you highlights of our coverage of the Mecum Florida Summer Special coming to you from Osceola Heritage Park. In the next hour, we will showcase the outstanding 1,100 car lineup that crossed the block during Mecum's summer journey to the Sunshine State. $76,000 for this 57 Bel Air, Bill.
And worth every cent. 350 crate engine with 365 horsepower, Tremec 5-speed, 3-pedal manual transmission with a 9-inch rear end and 4-link suspension. And even from this distance, you can just drink in the workmanship that went into this build. Got the chrome American Racing torque thrust 2s with red striped tires. Oh, does that make a picture or what, huh?
Now the reserve is off on this 1972 Di Tommaso Pantera, $92,000 the current bid. We may not be done yet.
And that is close to condition 1. Look at it. Oh, it just sold. $92,000. Oh, the Pantera. What a fabulous exotic car that was. 3 years here in this country. They built them until the 90s elsewhere in the world, but the ones that made it to this country, they, you know what? That market has really caught fire because for a long time, they were, you'd have to call them hobbyist affordable, but not anymore.
351 under the hood,
Cleveland,
5-speed. Yep, 5-speed. All the good stuff, and it brought the money as well.
Yeah, a lot of them modified. This one, it's been left alone, and why change anything?
Right. Here's that 1970 LT1 Corvette convertible build that we've already discussed a little bit.
Oh, this is so sweet. NCRS Top Flight with a score of 97.6 out of 100. Yep, and Al Grenning has given this engine his affirmation. Of course, Al, well known within the Corvette community.
Very.
You know, one of the all-time knowledgeable Corvette experts. Best of Show winner, the Lake Mirror Classic Concours d'Elegance. So we can talk about all the awards that this car has won, but just looking at it tells you how great an LT1 this is. This is the year to have if you're looking for horsepower.
You know, the thing that jumps out at me, and normally I agree with you on put the top down, Bill, but with this color combination, I think that top up is okay in this case.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
It makes those stripes on the pinstripes on the hood kind of pop a little more. Guys, I keep hearing that air horn go off. What does that mean, Scott?
That is a signal that there is a telephone bidder in the mix down at the other end of the block.
Seems like we might have a few.
Yes.
So when you talk about the quality of this Corvette, obviously there's a lot of people that are watching this car.
370 horse, small block, 4-speed, original rally wheels, and those Firestone wide oval tires.
You're like a little kid at the fireworks show that's never heard fireworks before.
Well, who doesn't love a good air horn?
Yeah.
It's so exciting. I always tell people, going to a Mecum auction, it is an event. There's stuff you can do everywhere. The energy's real.
And we try to show you as much as we can on television, but it's impossible to do everything that you can experience at a Mecum auction in person. Yes, thank you. And $105,000 for that Corvette, Bill.
The deal has been sealed. Wow, good work, whoever bought that Corvette.
A 1960 Alfa Romeo Giulietta Spider Veloce, Bill.
Bene. I think the Alfa's a little outpowered by that Sunbeam Tiger,
yes.
But it'd be fun to watch at least for a little while.
It would.
90 horsepower out of the 1.3-liter inline 4. 5-year restoration by the Alfa experts at Mass Restorations right in Las Vegas. A lot of work went into that engine. Top end of that engine completed by Norm's Racing. The bottom end was worked on by Universal Automotive and Rebuilding. Twin choke Weber carburetors, the DCOE2s, 4-speed manual.
Bid at 95. Megan on the internet has the high bid at the moment. And the consignor apparently on the other end of that phone has okayed the reserve to come off.
That is strong money. Not that I'm intimately familiar with the Alfa market since we don't really get a lot of them, but yeah, that seems to be a pretty good number for the consignor.
Wow. almost a six-figure little Juliet.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
We'll be back with more from the Mecum, Florida Summer Special coming up after the break. Welcome back to the Mecum, Florida Summer Special from Osceola Heritage Park. 68 Mustang GT now.
It's a 68 Mustang GT, by the way.
Yeah.
Has the S code 390 in it. But I'm not going to give you the factory rated horsepower because it's had a little work done to it. Got a roller cam in it now, some other little speed goodies as well. And 5-speed manual transmission, has overdrive as well. Has an aftermarket clutch. And, oh, it's one of those Dynacorn bodies that we hear so much about. Dynacorn makes a great reproduction of the classic Mustang body.
Look at that.
And that could fool an expert there, let me tell you. Lots of other changes as well. And it's got those 10-spoke Shelby-esque wheels all the way around the car.
That is a terrific look.
Highland green. Talk about that color, too.
A couple times.
That's Steve McQueen green.
Yes, it is.
85 reserve is off. 87,000 dollars. You want to? 87,000 dollars. Anybody else? Sold. 85,000 dollars. Sold.
All right. I tell you what, that's pretty good for an aftermarket body. A lot of extra stuff that from the aftermarket. Not a real GT, but
nope.
Man, it looks good, and it brought the money.
Well, you know, that speaks to the quality of that Dynacorn body.
True.
Too. Oh, look at this.
I know, 71 Buick Grand Sport Stage 1. Remember, we met the guy who owns this car.
Yes.
The consignor came up to us.
Oh, he was fun to talk to. He knows his Buicks.
Boy, does he ever. This is a great-looking car.
Yeah, that Stage 1 came in a few years earlier and had more horsepower than this one. The original Stage 1s had 360. This one down to 345 and 71, and then in 72 went down even more. I think it was like 270. But it's still a real Stage 1.
Mm-hmm. And they only built 81 in this configuration.
That's right.
In 1971.
They were not big money makers for Buick. And this is the only known one to exist as equipped. Matching numbers engine, by the way, and it's the automatic transmission. And yeah, 77 grand. Nice.
Very cool.
Great colors on that one, guys. That's that car really wears that color combo perfectly.
All right, time for an IROC-Z, 1987, rather.
Oh, the IROC-Z. They had a great run between 1985 and 1990. This is the 1987, which is the year before it actually became its own model. We see that happen with General Motors a lot, the 442, the GTO. So the IROC was just an option on the Z28 until 1988, and then it became its own ball game. This is original, unrestored, just over 3,000 miles on it, was in a climate-controlled garage, geez, for the better part of the last 30 years.
Did you see all that room for activities with the T-tops off? She was raising the roof a minute ago when they took that reserve off.
Yes,
wow.
Indeed.
Everyone
Gotta
is
beat
looking
80
at
last.
a
I think
girl's
it's last
room. Remember
chance.
this?
You want to try
We got
it?
a girl driving the car. We got a girl on the phone. We got a girl buying this car. Let's do this.
Okay,
We got 77.
Hang on, though.
It's fine. Sit down,
Can't
boys.
change your mind. I
Sit
don't
down,
want you to
boys. We got
lose
this.
it. They're stuck right now.
No.
We're getting beat by a girl.
You're
we're
not
trying
getting
to get
beat by a
80.
girl. You're getting beat by a bunch of women. Oh, we
And they
got
just
this.
gave it
I
up.
think we got this. Come
80,
on.
we can hop in.
Yes. Let us have it. Let us have it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The competition among the bidder assistants there was more intense almost than the bidders themselves.
Oh, we almost had to bring in the bouncers. That got rowdy.
That is Breon Poland, by the way, who is the Mecum Director of Marketing, who has stepped into the bidder assistant role for a minute or two, and that was quite a cool moment for her. David Purvis on the right, consignment director, and Jamie McLeod on the left. Here we go, and look at the money already on this 1971 Intermeccanica Italia Spider.
Yeah, one of the more obscure Italian nameplates, the Intermeccanica. This with a 302 V8 in it. Yeah, that's right. It's Ford powered. And that's the way they were built. 354 of them, hand-built in Turin, Italy. This one is a Concours Award winner in single ownership since 1998.
Was this meant to have a Ferrari feel to it? Because it's got sort of the Campamoto style kind of era wheels, kind of the lines, but then just little differences, right?
You know, it really does sort of replicate what you would expect coming from Ferrari in terms of, well, of course the red helps that along, but still, you know, a front engine car with a V8, which isn't something that really Ferrari popularized. They were usually front engine 12-cylinder cars.
But and this is also a 302 Ford
V8, right?
But it's got the look, yes sir, Rut.
And it's got the name, the Intermeccanica Italia Spider.
And it brought $95,000. Well, here we go with a Shelby pickup truck next from 2023, the F-150 Shelby.
Shelby monster truck right here. 5-liter V8, 10-speed automatic transmission. And all the extras. Twin-panel moonroof, black leather inside. Had the Lariat Series equipment group as well. Big sound, 18 speakers out of that Bang & Olufsen stereo. 400-watt outlet. Boy, you could power the New York Times building with that. 36-gallon fuel tank. Let's see where the bidding goes on this. This was a pricey truck a couple of years ago.
It's 10% on this one.
Take the reserve.
All right, well, the reserve is off.
Yep, took a little horse trading, but
A little bit.
you know, the result is the truck's going to a new owner.
Getting a bit of a second wind here, Bill.
Yeah, again, just when you think.
94, 95. You betcha. 96. 95, 96.
It can happen, I'm telling you.
Last call. Anybody else? So, $95,000. So, $95,000 for Hunter. Just like that.
Wow, we were sitting at, what, 81 or 2,000, and boom, it jumped by 10 grand plus in a hurry.
Both sides ought to be happy with that transaction.
I would think.
Yeah.
Be prepared to have your mind blown with this 2021 Silverado 4500 HD dually flatbed.
Yes, it's a flatbed. Oh man, you'd probably need some kind of a cargo crane to get anything loaded onto that flatbed.
We're about 2.5 feet off the ground on our little booth here. I could walk across and still have to step up to get inside this.
What a piece of work.
I'm in the, well, you can't even see. I'm in the background. What a truck.
Oh, multi-shock suspension. Look at the control arms underneath there.
Look at the sound system in the back in a plexiglass case. My goodness.
Never seen anything like that. You're right. My mind has been blown.
That is off the hook.
6.6-liter V8 with an automatic. 22-inch sheet metal Plan B lift, 4-link, and carbon coilovers.
You said 22-inch lift?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And it's a dually.
Reserves off. Tough decision.
Yeah.
That bed is completely custom. The front grille with the Duramax logo, that's custom. And I was going to say, I can't even fathom the amount of money that went into just the undercarriage and the suspension.
Just give me 90.
Anything else?
We'll
90.
take it! Yeah!
Nick, where'd he go? Sir, before you leave the room, You want to give $91,000 as one last ditch effort. You want to give 91.
Good luck, guys.
$91,000. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building and sold $90,000.
Wow, $90,000. You see the tailgate, the little inscription on the tailgate, Mo Money, M-O-W money.
Mo money, boy, isn't that an accurate description of what we're looking at?
Check out a 1968 custom Dodge Dart. We're at $115,000. The hammer just dropped on this guy.
Yeah, this is a good indication of the quality of the build. This is a Pro Street setup. This takes us back 30 years to the height of the Pro Street movement. 961 horsepower is what you'll find in this little Dodge Dart. Oh, what a handful this car is.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, well, when you step on the throttle, the laughing is going to stop real quick.
I know.
It's hang on for dear life. Wow, what a car.
We'll take a look next at a 65 Catalina.
Oh, so sweet. Now, this is a 2+2 wannabe right here. It has everything that you'd expect on a real 65 Catalina 2+2, including that 421 cubic inch tri-power engine. That's the high output engine with 376 horse. And a solid lifter cam has been added to this. You know, only those Super Duty racing Pontiacs had the solid lifter cams. This one has kind of poached one of those camshafts. High flow cylinder heads, and as you may have noticed, the 4-speed transmission as well. Oh, and look at the money. I'm so glad people are loving this car.
This one's beautiful. My buddy Greg Biffle's got one like this at home, but with a monster engine stuffed under the hood. This is a great car, especially if you follow Chris Jacobs on social media, but he had posted a lot of different pictures of cars, and he made me do his little quiz this morning, and I was like, I feel like this is GM. I tried to guess with those double stack headlights. I missed the Catalina, but it's a cool car. This one was a little different, though, when you looked at kind of luxury cars and muscle cars. It kind of did that mix of them, right?
Yes, exactly. And, you know, this was a car that was in the shadow of the GTO. That's really where a lot of the attention was, Rutledge, back in that time period. But these cars didn't have to make any excuse at all. They were fast and stylish and yeah, luxurious as well.
And how about $75K for this Catalina?
Oh, that's great. I mean, if I had $75K right now in my pocket, I'd own it.
Mecum Full Throttle from Kissimmee will continue after a short timeout. Welcome back to Mecum Full Throttle from Silver Spurs Arena at the Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee. And on the block right now is a 1970 Boss 302.
Well, we've had a rather tasty selection of these cars here in Kissimmee this time around.
Yes.
Yeah, got that 302, 290 horse, small block, 4-speed transmission. 1970 was the year that the Boss 302 won the SCCA Trans Am Championship. And people who bought these could have been like armchair Parnelli Joneses driving these around. Wimbledon white's the color, and the medium ginger interior. That's pretty rare. One of 12 produced with these color and trim options, according to Kevin Marty. It's a shaker hood car.
Reserve is off. 77.
Listed in the Boss registry as well. So there's a paper trail with this Boss.
And it hammers right there at 77. And I think the happy couple will enjoy that little Boss 302.
Yep.
We are working on a 66 Corvette here with the reserve off bill at $84,000.
427 is the Big Mazunga. 4 1/4 horse, 427 with NCRS certification. Got a top flight award back in 2010. Muncie M21 close ratio, 4-speed as well. Great powertrain, great color scheme, rally red, black interior, and 411 gears with side exhaust.
That 427 was a big deal when it was brought to the Corvette world in '66, wasn't it?
Yes, because I had 3 66 Corvettes at different times with 427s.
You took the bait.
Oh, all the way.
90. 88, 90, 90 pounds another bit, 90,000. I got 89, like I said.
90.
We've got phone bidder and a guy in the house as well.
100,000. 100. 100. 100. What? Yeah!
Do you find yourself getting a little more sad with every bid?
Yeah, I'm reminiscing right now about the one that I had. Had the same powertrain as this one.
Wow. How about that?
Congratulations, brother.
Oh, boy. Good
That's
for him,
got to make you smile, though, huh?
Well, you know, it's funny. I'm looking at this car, 427 4¼ horse, M21 and 411 gears, exactly what I had. And in any gear, man, with the tires they had back then, you punch that throttle and you're Sofia Vergara going down the road, man.
Okay, 2020 Ram 3500 Dually has arrived for us.
Wow. This is a Forrestal class pickup. Man. 6.7 liter Cummins, straight 6-cylinder diesel with a 6-speed automatic. And this was custom built for the SEMA show.
Boy, this is thunder on wheels.
Oh,
can
boy.
you feel that, Rutledge?
You can. You know what makes this so cool? This is equipped with a Kelderman air ride lift kit. The kits are built out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, and the idea is that you can have a truck that is lifted, but when you come home, you let the air out, you can still fit it in your garage. So they have different adjustability. You can get like a 4 to 6 inch kit, an 8 to 10 inch kit. But when you can lift something this big that still rides well, still tows well, and you can put those American Force wheels on there, Chris, this is a cool daily driver for somebody.
Does it have a switch to make your garage longer?
That's what I was going to say. I don't care about the height. I'm just worried about the length of this guy.
Yeah.
I got to spend about 6 months with an F-250 that Kelderman had built, and I got to use in Atlanta one winter when he wasn't driving it. And it's unbelievable something that large can ride so well with an air ride kit that's really designed for it.
All right, yes, sir. Thumbs up there at $70,000 for that 2020 Ram 3500. Well, here is a 1964 Corvette, and you're thinking, well, wait a minute. It's got some extras on it. Yep, that 67 Big Block Stinger hood.
Yep.
Wheels and tires and more, Bill.
LS3 gives you the power in this. That would be that 430 horsepower, small block, 6.2 liter. Rebuilt 4L60 4-speed automatic. In fact, a lot of rebuilding went into the building of this build. That was a little redundant.
That was
wasn't it?
good. I like that.
Okay. Tunnel ram intake manifold, too. That's custom. Coil-over shocks underneath, and they added vintage air as well. So you go all around this car as we make a little circle of this 64 Corvette, and you'll see all of the different things that kind of set it apart, and all well done. And that paint job, by the way, that black paint job is exceptional. And I've said how many times that a black paint job on a Corvette is very unforgiving. If there's any fault at all in the preparation, you're going to see it. And I don't see any on this one.
Hey, 75 grand for this one. That's not bad. You get a rock solid 64 Vet there.
You could tell people you paid twice that. They'd believe you.
Sure. And you may have heard the rumble in the background of a backdraft Shelby Cobra replica coming up here from 1965.
Well, we knew that when the Coyote V8 debuted from Ford, eventually it would start finding its way into Cobra replicas. And here you go. 5-liter Coyote, providing the power with a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission. Rack and pinion steering, power assisted. Real wood steering wheel. Ceramic coated headers coming out of that Coyote, and you get a good look at it right there. And once again, this proves that the Cobra replica is no longer a replica in the religious sense of the word. It is just an approximate, kind of like a carbon copy without a lot of carbon when it comes to comparing these to the original Cobras. People really take liberties, and a lot of times the build quality is outstanding. All the original Cobras had black interiors, so another instance of someone taking a little bit of creative license.
Sure. Hey, you know what? And whether you pay 80 grand for it or 60 or 100, you still got a really cool, fast, fun to drive car.
Oh, you'll draw a crowd wherever you go.
To 2014 Ferrari California convertible that's coming across and selling at no reserve today.
Hey, how about these Ferraris? Look at this one. These cars look like they haven't even been driven. Odometer on this, believe it or not, reads over 27,000 miles. 4.3 liter V8 with 453 horsepower. And that ever-present 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission with paddle shifters, a setup we see so much now in these European exotics. That retractable hardtop, power operated. It's got nav, leather, dual zone climate control, bright yellow brake calipers, as you can see.
These cars caught a little bit of flack when they first came out because people were almost joking. It's like a Miata that Ferrari made in a way. You know, it was a very different car. But then they drove them, and suddenly they were like, well, it does drive really well. It's a fun car.
Exactly.
A Ferrari for a bargain.
And that's, you know, Ferrari, that's the whole key there, Rutledge, because Ferrari wanted to bring in people who, you know, maybe didn't have the big bucks to get into one of the high-end cars. So this is their kind of their introductory offer to get into the Ferrari club, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to go back over the last 10 or 15 years. Every time Ferrari revealed a new road version of their cars, it was faster than the one previous. Everything was incrementally higher power, faster.
They were trying to keep up with themselves. Pretty much. Yeah, he's happy with that one at 80,000 bucks at no reserve. All right, a 2020 BMW M8 is on the block now. This is an M8 Competition Grand Coupe, first edition.
Now this is a Teutonic hot rod right here. How about a 617 horsepower, 4.4 liter V8? Oh, this thing will fly. The M8, first editions, were only delivered to 8 specific countries in the world, and this is the U.S. car. Well, we're lucky there. A lot of extras, electronic and otherwise. A lot of special badges and logos throughout the car as well. I mean,
hi, Dana Mecum.
There he is, enjoying the back seat.
Isn't it weird? He's enjoying the back seat of a coupe that's actually a four-door, and it's really a sedan, but it's called a coupe nonetheless.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, exactly. It's how like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
$120 right now. Hey, the reserve's off. I'd like to hear that.
Yep.
Put another one into our six-figure category today.
Good luck, guys.
You want to get it? 130,000. So,
boom, 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 boom.
Well, 125,000. We'll take care of it.
Oh, I am jealous again. What a car, just to experience what it's like.
And we'll have more from Kissimmee coming up in just a moment. You're watching Mecum Full Throttle on ESPN+. Welcome back to Mecum Full Throttle from Kissimmee, Florida. We are taking a look now at a 2014 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet that has made its way to the block. Top down, thank you very much. $80,000 bid, Chris Jacobs.
Well, I think the most attractive thing about this car, Scott, as a Porsche lover, you'll agree with me, is that manual transmission. I mean, really, for Porsche lovers, that's what it's all about. That's coming in behind the 3.8-liter flat six, of course. That's a 7-speed manual. This is a factory wide body, as I believe you pointed out, looking really good and clean. I mean, this is an 11-year-old car, and this interior is absolutely spotless. I love it. Only 8,200 miles on the clock, Scott.
I did not mention the factory wide body, so thank you for covering that aspect of it. We're getting close to 6 figures here.
We already tried that. I appreciate it, but I was trying. I know, I was too.
Okay, reserves off at 87.
$88,000 for it. I have 87 bid, 88. Sold.
All right. That'll hammer 87,000. You good with that?
I got to put that in the well-bought category for what it is.
Agreed. And we move to a 1970 Bronco. Bill Stevens, here's no reserve Bronco territory, and we're quickly at 80 grand.
Another wild and crazy Bronco. They keep coming. This one with a 347 stroker in it. And lots of modifications. That engine's got a comp cam in it, high energy roller lifters, and in fact, the entire valve train in that engine has been reworked and upgraded. Along with the suspension, as you can see, riding high right there. Special underpinnings underneath there. And all just beautifully done, and that black paint job speaks for itself.
Any more customization, and that starts to not even look like a Bronco.
I know. Yeah, just about every square inch of that Bronco has had attention in some way.
Final call, 110,000. So, $107,500 Nick Sprackley.
Now offering us $145.
All right, $107,500. 1969 Boss 302 is on the block now.
Restoration by the boys at Boss Cars, as I think Rick even mentioned that. They are pretty darn good when it comes to bringing these cars back. Of course, it's got that 302 cubic inch engine, 290 horse, a close ratio 4-speed, and the Calypso Coral. Such a desirable color in these old Boss Mustangs. This also has the front and rear spoilers and the sport slats, as you see there on the rear window. And the rear end ratio that we see most of the time, that 391 traction lock in this Boss 302 with a Magnum 500 wheels. The Mustang came up short to the Camaro for the SCCA Trans Am Championship, but boy, did they get revenge in 1970. Parnelli Jones, George Fulmer pretty much ran the table in 1970 for that title.
Tell you what, that Trans Am series was like a who's who of race drivers back in the day, huh?
Yeah, so many of those guys went on to race for other big league professional teams. And, you know, when you take a look at some of those drivers, how they wound up being all-stars and Hall of Famers, a lot of them started in the Trans Am.
Okay, 96 911 Carrera on the auction block right now.
Yep, 3.6-liter flat six, as you might expect. A 3-year restoration, and all the receipts are included. Engine was rebuilt last year by a certified Porsche Classic technician. 6-speed manual transmission.
The 993 Bill, excuse me, is just such a cool car. You know, it was the last of the great air-cooleds that Porsche was making in this era. And they did a really nice job on this car. There's a couple little touches inside on the lug holes of the wheels, still look like they needed to be maybe a touch more chrome added in there. And that middle sail panel on the back trunk is a little bit glazy, which happens a lot on the Porsches of that era. But this would make somebody real happy, a fun driving car.
I won't ask you again. I won't ask you again. Oh, there goes 84. Yeah. You sure? Yep.
Well, $84,000. I'm going to go with that. No reserve. Somebody just bought themselves a sweet little 911. 1963 split window coupe is going to be right behind.
Riverside Red. So many of those split window coupes came from the factory painted in that color with a red interior. And that's very popular with these split window coupe aficionados, the red on red. Recent body off restoration. And this one with the 4-speed transmission as well. AM/FM radio and power steering, and those beautiful knockoff wheels, a later vintage knockoff wheel, but they bolt right on to this 63. And we're into 6 figures, Scott.
reserve's 126.
Okay.
Well, we have the reserve off at 125. Remember, we had a Riverside Red yesterday. I believe they had added the side exhaust on that car, but it sold for 170 yesterday. Remember that one?
I do remember that one.
Oh,
I didn't quite catch what 327 this had. It might be the 250 horse, the base, but obviously not a Fuelie or a 340 horse. So that's pretty good money for what is probably the base 327.
A 1970 Bronco that has been taken through the custom treatment garage, and we're looking at a $105,000 bid right now, and another custom Bronco, Bill.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bronco Bill. Nice to see you. Comprehensive body-off restoration, which is contributing to the heavy bidding on this. Gen 3 Coyote. That is a double overhead cam, 5-liter V8 engine, hitched to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Excellent powertrain. Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes as well. Power windows and steering. It's got AC in there and Dakota digital gauges. Will we sell it? We will.
Got $105,000 bid. Anybody else for $110,000? 105's bid.
105, the reserve is off, so the answer is yes.
Yep. Love those wheels, too. We've seen those wheels, but not chromed earlier today. Boy, what a difference that makes.
Yeah, nice touch.
Yeah.
And another 6-figure Bronco, Bill. And we move on now to 1958 Mercedes-Benz 190 SL Roadster here.
Yeah. You know, this is the car Mercedes-Benz looked around. They saw that a lot of people would have loved a gull-wing coupe, but felt, I don't think I can swing one of those. So they instituted the styling cues from those 300 SLs into these littler cars, these little roadsters. This has got a 1.9-liter single overhead cam, inline 4-speed manual transmission. And we have seen the market on this pretty much level off, but they are 6-figure cars when they are presented as beautifully as this one.
I'll do 72 grand in my pocket. 72,000 in your pocket. So,
Bingo!
Okay. Clinton Hunter found that sweet spot for the consignor, and the reserve's off.
So, $75,000, Jordan Hunter.
People bring cars here to sell, and you know, they have to be flexible, work with the Mecum people, and they'll take good care of you.
Sure. Another 23 Challenger SRT Hellcat wide-body jailbreak. That's a mouthful, but...
Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a pay cut here on the horsepower from 840 down to 717, but it's still a fast car. 42 miles on the odometer. So this thing is ready to hit the road. And we'll see if somebody is going to step up and bid enough money. Tor Red is the name of that color, with a black Laguna leather and Alcantara interior. This has the wide body fender flares, as you can see, and the competition suspension.
Yeah, Bill, I believe the horsepower difference that you mentioned comes via the fact that this one is a, quote, regular Hellcat versus the Hellcat Red Eye Jailbreak Edition, which would have bumped it up
the
to
Red Eye
that
797,
807, I think it was, in the jailbreak.
The Red Eye?
Well, the stock Red Eye was 797. Jailbreak version goes up a bit, which is that one that just crossed the block just a little bit ago, that black one.
Gotcha.
And I love that over breakfast, Chris and I were talking about the high beam headlights on these cars, which are essentially hollowed out and still have a light feature to them, but they're really just air inlets.
The driver's side inner headlight acts as the air intake, correct.
All right, 97, we'll put that one in the books, heading to a new collection from here in Kissimmee. We'll be back with more from the Mecum, Florida Summer Special coming up after the break. Welcome back to our Mecum, Florida Summer Special, and let's get you right back to the auction block. Well, here is another 63 split window coupe, Bill, in white, and I think that's black interior.
You are correct.
Okay.
Now I'm going to pay attention now to the engine. Okay, that looks like a 340 horse. And it's got a 4-speed transmission. And not a lot of options on this car, actually. It does have power brakes. And I don't see any evidence of any power steering in this car. And it does have the AM/FM radio, so we'll give it that. But it's ermine white with a black interior and the correct full wheel covers with white wall tires.
125.
Internet's got the high bid. Let's see if the consignor takes that reserve off here.
That golf ball is rolling around the cup. I think they'll come up with a winner here.
That 125.
Non-fueling car, non-AC car. It's nice,
125 net.
but not a loaded car.
No way.
I've never seen Frank say no to the consignor and put his thumb in the air.
Hilarious.
Sold 127.
There you go.
127.5.
Now I'll bring in.
That was good. And next on the block here at the Florida Summer Special is a 2020 Ferrari 488 Challenge.
3.9 liter twin turbocharged V8 churning out 670 horsepower. 7-speed dual clutch automatic. Got a roll cage in there, and you can understand why. Racing bucket seats and harnesses. Has that yoke-style multifunction steering wheel. See that in Formula One now. Those steering wheels have as much electronics as the rest of the car.
So much technology in there, Bill.
Oh, wicked.
It's crazy. One of the things that we always loved being car enthusiasts, and the kids that I came from, the rotiform wheels that ended up on these cars that they were being raced, started by my buddies Jason and Brian. Jason has left, started his own company, Alderman, but to see rotiforms, which so many of us have saved up money and gotten their custom 3-piece wheels on their cars, to see them in the Ferrari Challenge with our buddies like Joe Rubo out there, my friend Ryan Eversley's one of their driving coach. And it's just cool to see these cars that can kind of live on after the series.
$110,000. You see all those aero mods. The EVO aerodynamic upgrades. Excuse me. And they're still talking it over at 110.
Internet, it takes
That'd be a blast to drive on the street until you have to parallel park.
True.
Need a couple of people to guide you in, like the guys at the airport with the orange flashlights.
Yes.
It is cool when you see what Ferrari does with their Challenge series and how they really curtail them to, you know, kind of your higher end racer. It's going to fly in, you're going to get to race, do some laps, and then there's going to be a champagne, there's going to be a nice buffet that's probably some of the highest quality food you've ever seen. It's a little bit different racing than some of us that have been in NASCAR and NHRA, all the other stuff we've got to do.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about yourself, flying into race and then the champagne after.
A little different, different.
Well, it's sold for $130,000. Very nice. Hey, look, a Carroll Shelby signed dash there, Bill Stevens, on a GT500 from 1970.
Yeah, back in the day, that was a must-have for any Cobra or Shelby Mustang owner. Got to get Shelby's autograph, and so many people did. This is one of only 23 that were built in grabber yellow, and one of 2 produced as equipped, according to Kevin Marty, this 70 GT500. Matching numbers, 428, 335 horsepower Cobra jet with C6 automatic transmission. Power accessories include, but not limited to, power steering and power disc brakes with some AC as well. And as time goes by, it becomes more and more and more important for classic Shelbys to have the accompanying paperwork and documentation. This one has a copy of the bill sheet, the Shelby order form, the Shelby invoice and delivery sheet with a binder of invoices and receipts. That should take care of you.
Oh, that is the cutest thing ever. When this GT500 sold for $150, 2 hands with the hammer
I didn't see that.
Slam it on the wooden block. Oh, look at this Black Beauty, Bill Stevens, 2012 Shelby on the block right now. And the bidding at $150,000 for the Shelby 1000.
Oh, power all the way. Kenny Bell Supercharger, 1,000 horsepower. And the odometer reads less than 1,000 miles, 980 miles. And lots of Shelby registration paperwork going along with it. So the provenance of this car is unquestioned.
You saw Frank Mecum there, Clint Hunter along with the consignor on this car, and you've heard the Mecum rule being presented.
Oh, we're going to do that subsection C part. Okay.
Well, the gentleman there in the ball cap says
If they accept that
155.
offer, I'm just letting you know because we've had that happen before, and you know, funny things can happen.
I am. I've already got it wrote down.
I got 155
Thank you.
so far.
Thanks, buddy.
116,000.
Reserve off? Yes, it is indeed.
160,000.
Now let's see if it sticks.
Yeah.
And us at $160,000. We're going to move 155. The reserve is off. The hammer's up. $160,000 once, twice, 3 times the lady. Lionel Richie once said 160,000. So 155.
Okay.
Congratulations, buddy. Now offering us 117.
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
Here is a big hitter. 2019 Corvette ZR1. You say that, and that's basically end of conversation.
You said a mouthful.
Or the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah, this was the car that put an end to the C7 generation with a big bang. 755 horsepower, supercharged LT5, 6.2-liter V8 engine. Man, oh man, 2,388 miles on this one, so it's a fresh car. You see the paint's got extras like the 1ZR equipment group and the ZTK track performance package. All the extras you'd like, including a lot of carbon fiber gingerbread all around the car. Well, you know, that rear wing on the back is so necessary when you get up around the top speed of this car. And as I think I mentioned before, you take that wing off and the car will go faster, but you are taking your life into your own hands.
$155,000. That rings the bell for that ZR1. And we'll get to work on an 09 Rolls-Royce Phantom drop head coupe, aka a convertible. And you can see the hood is, or the coupe is down. The convertible top is down. The hood is up. Let's take a look at the engine room here.
South Beach, here we come. Yeah, there's that Rolls-Royce 6.7-liter V12. And this car, barely used, let's say 18,000 miles. But, you know, the 18,000 miles, I'm sure, were very sedate. You just want to get out there and slowly cruise the main and, you know, just be a topic of conversation. Do a few photo ops, but there you see the condition of the car is without fault. Power top on this, you saw the white leather interior. It's a real wood trim inside that car. Rolls-Royce would have it no other way.
Bill, it's beautiful. I mean, it's funny when you get to see one of these cars up close, you see that wood. I mean, it has a yacht-like feel to it, but also the way that the hood is finished along with the trim, along the windshield, all the way down the body, and that kind of pewter sort of a finish. What a gorgeous ride.
The consignor's at the wheel, talking with Frank. There we go. Reserve is off at 160. And there you go, to the internet, our top seller thus far.
Car's 16 years old, you believe that?
Yep.
Wow, huh? I'll tell you, you'll get the best spot the valet will give anybody when you drive in with that car.
And the next car will probably hit 10 grand before I finish this sentence. It is a 1963 Corvette split window coupe, Bill. 2 owners on this car.
We have never seen a split window coupe that we don't love. And how about one in Riverside red? There you see the L76 327. Original cylinder heads on that engine. Comes along with the M20 wide ratio 4-speed manual transmission.
That was 340 horsepower.
Yeah, the 340 engine,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Very popular choice, by the way, in those split window coupes. Professional nut and bolt restoration, as you can see. I don't need to tell you that. There you see the later generation knockoff wheels. We always point out the fact that in 1963, no Corvettes were delivered from the factory with the knockoffs. And if you got one at the Chevy Parks counter, it had a 2-eared knockoff, not a 3-eared like that one. This has been kept in a climate-controlled building throughout much of its life.
That 160.
Hey, reserve is off. The cars for sale.
There we go. The reserve is off. Consignor's happy with whatever the end result is going to be at this point.
170's the bid.
And I think it's going to go to the internet, Bill.
Yeah. Some late inning lightning.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just in time to catch the very, very tail end of this 2019 ZR1, and I'm kind of looking a couple of different directions, and I was about to say the bid goes on at 165, but Bill, they just reopened the auction here, did Jimmy Landis, so.
Yeah, some late interest on this car, and why not? This only has 4,500 miles on it. This 2019 ZR1, this one with the manual transmission. The last time that you will be getting a manual transmission in a Corvette for a long time, if ever. 7-speed, 3-pedal manual. Only 100, well, out of all of them that were built in 2019, only 855 had that 7-speed.
That's like the Darth Vader edition.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hey, I'm glad we're catching the tail end of this because the reserve just came off.
How about that? And I think it's getting higher numbers than the one that we saw earlier with lower miles that didn't sell, right? So maybe this is proving you should drive your car.
Well, wait a minute, not so fast. Didn't that one sell for a deuce?
One of them sold for 155 much earlier.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the most recent one was.
I thought that was up around 2.
That orange one was a looker.
Oh, definitely.
They all are. I like that all black myself. Well, that will do it for this edition of Mecum Full Throttle. I'm Scott Hope. Thanks so much for watching, and so long from Kissimmee.